Hey guys, how's it going? I hope everyone is doing good whenever you tune in, wherever you are in the world. All right, so this is going to be a general reading for air sign Aquarius and water sign Pisces. So I pulled all the cards here for Aquarius, and we'll get into your reading in just a moment. And then afterwards, I'll do some shuffling and clearing of the energy, and then we will do Pisces. All right, so both of these are general readings. So if you cover anything like love, work, friends, family, health, money, etc. All right, and it is a timeless reading. Both of them are timeless. So that means that for some people, they could resonate 6 months in the past or 6 months in the future. Plus or minus on either the future or the past side, right? But yeah, hopefully there's a message here for you, and everybody is welcome, whether you're a sun sign, rising sign, or have your moon in Aquarius. Same thing for Pisces, right? So yeah, let's go ahead here and get into the reading. I took your photo already. All right, Aquarius. So if you are new, I do take a photo of all of the cards for every reading that I do here on my channel, and then I post it afterwards if that's something that you want to check out. All you have to do is click in the description box below and follow the instructions there after the live if you want to see the photo. And what else are we going to say? I think that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and do a quick sound bell to just kind of get in the zone and all that good stuff, and then we will get started. And also did want to say for the people who are tuning in that after the live, I will also post the timestamps in the comments and in the general description of the video for some of the people who only want to see Aquarius or only want to see Pisces. All right, so anyway, let's go ahead and get into it here. All right, so if you want, you can take a deep breath in and out or just breathe normally. But again, we're just kind of releasing some of the energy here and getting more tapped into spirit and the messages that they have. All right, so here we go. All righty. Fading out. Okay. All right. So, Aquarius, let's get into your reading here. And first of all, if you're new, welcome, right? And even if you're not, welcome back to everyone else who's been here before. I appreciate everyone's energy, really do. And yeah, always feel free to leave comments if that's something that you are interested in doing, but no pressure. All right. So, Aquarius, we're finally here at your reading. I'm filming this on September 7th, right? So technically where I'm at, it is, well, I guess it's an Aquarius moon for everybody. But I've been meaning to get to your reading, so sorry that it is a little late, but it's all divine timing, as they say, right? So we're going to still do that 4.5 to 5 week time period that we have set for this reading. So from August 28th through September 28th. So the first 4 cards here are going to be a week or so time frame for each card. Okay. And then we're using 2 different decks, by the way. Then we'll also talk about what's on the top and the bottom of each deck to get even more insight. And then we have a little oracle card one at the end. Okay. So let's go ahead and talk about the potential time frame, right? Since we're going to go back in time a little bit here, since I, like I said, got to this reading later than I wanted, right? But we're still going to pick up that energy. We're still going to talk about what shows up here. All right. So the first card can be energy from around August 28th through September 3rd. The second card can be energy from around September 4th through September 13th. So that's where we are right now in the second card when I'm filming this. The third card can be from around September 14th through the 22nd. And the fourth and final card can be from around September 23rd through September 28th. Okay. All right, so when we are on each card, I'll kind of bring it up again, the time frame that it may span over. It will be different for everybody, right? All right. So let's go ahead and call out your cards here, Aquarius. And also, before we even call out your cards, let's talk about the other zodiac frequencies that are showing up here in your reading as far as the major arcana, okay? So you've got some Pisces energy. Yeah. So you really only have one major arcana here. There's nothing wrong with that, right, Aquarius? So it's in the past position. We'll talk about it when we get to it. But yeah, it could be that you're dealing with a Pisces, or you have a lot of Pisces in your chart, or the other person does, or multiple people. Or it could be referencing the upcoming Pisces season of this year or last year, right? It could be lots of different things, or just the general kind of energy of Pisces, right? So even if you have a lot of Aquarius in your chart, because it's an Aquarius reading, if you're new to astrology, right, the sign before you and after you, you're going to have a lot of heavy placements in those again. So the fact that we have a little bit of Pisces in your reading and Pisces comes directly after you, it's not like a huge surprise. It doesn't always happen, but that could be one of the reasons why it's there for some of you guys, okay? But anyway, let's also talk about real quickly here if there's any other underlying message to your reading, right? As we're going to count the majority of the minor arcana, okay? Because sometimes that can give you a message here too. So let me go ahead. Let's see. We've got 2 cups, so it's definitely not cups. We've got 1, 2 wands, so it's not wands. Oh my gosh, you got everything is actually even. And then you have 2 pentacles, and then you have 2 swords. So you know what? Never mind. In your reading here, Aquarius, that doesn't apply. So there you go. That's okay. Because you got 2 of everything, really. So there could be actually, if we want to look at it in that way, more of a balanced energy here coming up for you, or even maybe some of it started in the recent past, and the recent past will be different for everybody, right? It could be a couple of days ago, hours, weeks, months, years, etc. But yeah, that's certainly not a bad thing. That's a good thing, Aquarius, right? So with that being said, let's go ahead and call out these 4 cards and get into it. So we start with the Prince of Swords in the right side up position here for you, Aquarius. We have the 2 of Staves in the right side up position for you. We have the 4 of Cups in the reverse position right here for you. And we have the 6 of Sacred Circles, also known as 6 of Pentacles, in the right side up position here for you. So it's interesting. Remember how I said you have 2 kind of every minor arcana? You also have, if you want to talk about like numerology, right? You've got 2 5s. You've got, where did I see the other thing I was going to say? 2 5s. Well, that's actually only it. Because, yeah, I mean, it's weird. It's like you're reading as far as the numbers go. It's like 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 8. And then those are all the numbers. So it's kind of has its own little bit of a rhythm here too. So anyway, let's get into it because I could spend forever talking about what that could mean. But let's just keep it simple as possible, right? Okay, so we start off here, Aquarius, with your first card. This could be right last week, so from around August 27th through September 3rd or so. The Prince of Swords in the right side up position. Hopefully you can see this card here. All right, so this is a really nice energy to start your reading off here with. It's about forward momentum and progress. All right, it is about mental clarity. He's holding his sword up. That's his logical mind. That's his crown chakra, and he's using it to his advantage, right? And so he's cutting through obstacles. And also when we talk about Prince or Knight of Swords, we're talking about a possible communication or offer that's coming to you, or you are giving it out to someone else or to a company or what have you, right? An energy of some sort or a person. So this can be because it's a prince or a knight, some type of a medium-sized offer or communication. So apply that for whatever that means for you, right? Whatever the next step up would be from what you had previously, or it could have even been like the same type of medium-sized offer or communication, right? So, as an example, we would say, if you start off with talking about work stuff, it would be entry level and then manager. So manager could be the medium sized offer communication level. And then for manager, you would be, let's say, CEO. I don't even know if that's how it goes, but it's just an example, right? So whatever the medium size way of measuring that type of communication or offer. And again, it can be something that you were going to give or someone was going to give to you, or it was just some type of communication from the universe, your spirit guides, guardian angels, animal spirits, right? Something like that, okay? So it will be different for everybody since it is a general reading, but let's keep going and see what else we have here for you, Aquarius, because it's a really good reading. Like, I'm excited for you, okay? So now we're talking about your second card here, and this could be the week we're in now when I'm filming. So we said from around September 4th through September 13th, and you have the Two of Staves on the right side up position. So this is a little bit of a more slowed down energy, but it's not an energetic blockage by any means. This is a people watching energy. We see the back of this Egyptian woman here. I feel like I'm super far away than normal. Hold on, let me see if I can bring you guys closer. Okay. Hopefully, yeah, that didn't mess up like the focus. All right, so hopefully you can see a little bit better. Okay, but anyway, so yeah, we see the back of this Egyptian woman's head. She's looking out at the Nile River, watching the ships go by and saying, what are they doing? Have they done something similar to me? Can I learn something by watching where they're going? Where do I want to go, right? So asking yourself some deep questions, or it could be about the other person you're dealing with here, Aquarius, or multiple people, general environment situation. But you know, it is a difference from the first week to the second week that we're in now. Okay, so here it's like a go, go, go fast energy, if you wanted to say it like that. And here it's more slowed down, introspective, almost hermit like. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with that, right? And everything ebb and flows. And since we are, of course, since the day I'm filming this today on September 7th, we're 2 days away from the official start of Mercury retrograde, right? And so Mercury retrograde is can be right frustrating to a lot of people, but currently we have 5 planets in retrograde right now. So retrograde means they're going in the backwards direction. So it seems like for you, Aquarius, here, since we're starting, it's interesting. We're starting the last Mercury retrograde, right? Or the one that's coming up during Virgo season, but the full moon this month is going to be in Pisces, right? So I don't know. It seems like you're kind of maybe handling this a little bit more gentle than some people, but again, it will be more individualized in that since it's a general reading. But this is really nice, like I said. So let's keep going and see what else great stuff we have in for you here, Aquarius. All right, so we get to the third card here, the third week. So this could be from around September 14th through the September 22nd. We have the Four of Cups in reverse position, and this is a great reversal to have because what it means here, Aquarius, again, for you or the other person, multiple people, general environment situation, somebody is coming out of this energy of feeling bored and not challenged and blah, and they've embraced a perspective change. They've embraced becoming patient. Again, going with that Two of Staves energy of slowing down, of going inward, waiting for better people, circumstances, situations to show up. Okay, so that's really good, right? We want to always try to be higher vibrational if we can, right? It doesn't always happen all the time, but that's what we're striving for. And we always, most people want to be around other people that feel like they have a similar relationship with or vibe, right? Whatever you want to call it, okay? So let's dive in a little bit deeper here about why this Four of Cups came up in the reverse position here for you, Aquarius, which again is really good. So we go back to past energy. So these two sponsored cards made it possible for this future, current, present possibilities, energies in that third week with the Four of Cups in reverse. So what we have here in the past energy, again, those two fives I was talking about earlier, you got the Five of Wands in the right side up position on the top of your deck. And then you have another great reversal, the Five of Cups in the reverse position. And sorry, hopefully you can see it here. So basically what we're saying here, Aquarius, is in the past, in some way, either you yourself, the other person, general environment, situation, was learning to practice, to plan, and strategize with their friends, learning to take life a little bit less seriously in some regard, to have a backup plan, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right, of how things may go down. And because you did this, Aquarius, or the other person did, right, or multiple people, general environment, then we got into the Five of Cups in reverse energy, where someone was much like the Four of Cups in reversed, saying, you know what, I'm not going to just focus on the negative. I'm not going to make things more difficult for myself. Okay, I know that a couple of cups fell over, but some of them are still right side up. So I'm going to reach out to others. I'm going to find an easier way, and I'm going to focus on not only the negative, but the positive as well. And again, this past energy, made it possible for this Four of Cups to show up. So that is very nice, right? I mean, who wouldn't want that? Okay. So yeah, it's like time is slowly picking up some steam here, right? As we kind of head towards, the end of the year for everyone, right? So I was about to say winter, but it's not winter for everyone coming up yet. Well, I mean, we're heading into fall first and then winter, right where I'm at, right? But it's not necessarily about the season, it's more towards the end of 2022, right? And so this is really nice, right? It's like, okay, so why should I be upset here, Aquarius? You could be saying, why should I be upset if things are going a little bit slower during a Mercury retrograde, right? That's normal. Okay, things are going to slow down. And I always say Mercury retrograde is like the re's, right? So redo, rework, revise, improvise, revision, all those things. Okay, so this fits really nicely in here for you, Aquarius, because it means potentially that you're going to be less bored, you're going to be more challenged, you're going to be more balanced. Remember how I said in the beginning of the reading too, how all of your minor arcanas were like two wands, two swords, two pentacles, like everything was like, nicely balanced. Okay, so that is beautiful, and it's a perfect segue into your fourth card, the fourth week here, Aquarius, which could be from around September 23rd through September 28th. We have the Six of Pentacles, also known as in this deck, the Six of Sacred Circles, in the right side up position. So remember how I said your reading had a lot of balanced energy? Well, here we officially have a little bit of Libra energy, right? We've got six, the number six, numerology, 3 and 3, right? So again, everything seems like perfectly balanced in certain ways, in certain regards, not everything, of course, right? But here, when we get to, that really towards the end here of September, Aquarius, it seems like things are coming together where you may even want to start planning more abundance in your life, right? When we talk about pentacles, we talk about and sacred circles. Of course, we're talking about money and wealth, but we're also talking about whatever it is you want to manifest in your life, okay? So it's not 10 of pentacles or 10 of sacred circles yet, but it's on its way there. So it's building momentum. It's slow and steady, like wins the race, okay? But it's also about giving back in some way, to pay it forward to others. So saying, you know what, I don't have like a lot of stuff to give back. I don't have a lot of money to give back, energy, wisdom, whatever. but I have a little bit. So I'm going to share just a little bit, you know. So again, talking about gratitude and paying it forward. And that's a nice way to tell the universe, you know what, I like this, what you're giving me here. I'm going to say thank you. And then the universe listens, right? Everything talks and listens back. And so it's like, okay, that's not necessarily the reason why you're supposed to pay it forward, right? But it's kind of like an added bonus. So that's really nice here, Aquarius. Now, before we get to your last tarot card here, um, this is interesting. This time for your reading, again, when we talk about what's on the top and the bottom of each deck, it's past energy that gives us more insight, right? Well, why this card came out this way in the future, current, present energies. But this is your confirmation card. So this card here confirms all four cards. We just talked about all 4.5, 5 week time period, right? And so it's a little bit of different energy because these are all future, current possibilities. This is a little bit of past and a little bit of future. So it's kind of still up in the air. Of course, all of it is depending on, you know, how you view it, of course. But this is, it's beautiful. Let me just show you, right? Because you're like, what are you talking about? Okay. So Aquarius, you have the Three of Swords in reverse position. Another, your third great reversal here. That's how you want to see this card. That means healing has taken place, right? And letting go of anxiety, hurt, pain, heartache, right? Mental exhaustion. Someone here is letting that go because it's in the reverse position. All right. So whether it's you yourself or the other person or multiple people, general environment situation, that's just going to make you feel lighter. That's going to make them feel lighter. The environment that you work in or your home or whatever, right? Or maybe all those things just feel lighter. So that's really good here to see. Okay. So let's kind of talk about why this happened, because this doesn't, and it hasn't necessarily happened yet, right? But what is going to be making it possible for this to happen? If someone says, you know what, I do want to let go again of the hurt, the pain, the heartache, the mental exhaustion, I want to let all that stuff go, right? So how do I do that? So then we go to the past energy. So we have and these are your sponsor cards, right? These two past energies made it possible for this card to come out. So we have the Eight of Pentacles, also known as the Eight of Sacred Circles, in the reverse position. And then we have the Hanged One, also known as the Hanged Man, in the reverse position. Okay. So in the past, in some way here, Aquarius, things were not so great as they are possibly coming up for the future, right? Somebody perhaps was having a hard time being productive, okay? Somebody or some energy was not evaluating themselves in the correct way, and things were completely halted. Somebody or some energy also in the past here with the Hanged Man or Hanged One in the reverse position was not open to looking at things from a different perspective. They were straight up like, no, I don't want to see the world like a newborn baby. I don't want to, okay? But these cards, these energies from the past were catalysts for the future, okay? Because again, if these things didn't happen, as painful as they may have been for you, the other person, everybody, right? Then you wouldn't have this Three of Swords in reverse position, you know, going to possibly happen in the future. Okay, so again, having healing and switching these to being like, you know what, I do want to see things from a different perspective. You know what, I do want to work hard and be more productive and challenged and evaluate myself correctly, vice versa, right? So this is really beautiful, Aquarius. Oops, and I'm dropping cards. Drop it. Okay, hold on. 1 second here. Oh no, I have to put my chair on it. Ooh. That's okay. It happens. We'll just smush it out. It'll be okay. All right. Aquarius. Oh my goodness. With all that being said, like I said, it's Aquarius moon while I'm filming this right now. I am, what am I at? My moon is in Aquarius, so I have a lot of Aquarius in my chart too. So interesting. Okay, but before you go, real quickly, let's do your little oracle card before we switch over to Pisces, right? So your Rebecca Campbell oracle message for this time period, even beyond, right? Whatever works for you and it's really beautiful. I like this little deck. I think it's the Star Seed Oracle. Everything kind of has like this dreamlike quality to it, and there's usually hidden messages within the original image. Okay, so the card you got here, Aquarius, is you're already doing it. Stop overthinking and keep facing your true north. So definitely beautiful, right? So we're talking about, and I'm just going to stand up because this card is, or lean over. This card is so tiny, right? So this is definitely, regardless of where you have Aquarius in your chart, air sign, we're talking about your logical mind, your brain, right? So overthinking can definitely be more prevalent in air signs or people who have a lot of air in their chart. So this is always a good message, right? Okay, and stop thinking, keep facing your true north. You're already doing it, right? I just said that, like your whole reading, right? You're already doing it. You're already doing it. Look at your first card you're reading. Hopefully, when the camera focuses again, that Knight or King, I'm sorry, not King, Knight or Prince of Swords in the right side up position. That was your first card of the reading. Your last card of the reading, right, in your main four is the Six of Pentacles in the right side up position. So you're already doing it. Keep doing it. All right, Aquarius. So that is the message we have here for you. When I say we, I'm talking about spirit, right? So hopefully you got something from it. And always feel free to let me know in the comments if you want. And another great free way to help to support my channel is to like the video, of course, if you like it, because it shares it more with others in YouTube's algorithms and all that good stuff. And then, of course, if you have signed up for YouTube and you have your email address, right, you can also subscribe, which is also free. And it just lets you know when I put out new videos. So another great free way to support the channel if you feel like it. All right, let's keep going. So we're going to clear this energy and do some shuffling, of course, and then we're going to move to Pisces. All right, so if you guys, or any of you were in the reading from, wasn't yesterday, was it? I think it was the day before. Anyway, the Capricorn reading from this series was pretty funny. At the end of the video, I was so tired and stuff. I had like, I swear to God, a 5-minute blank out period where I was like, what's the other button besides the like button? I couldn't remember. I was saying, if you want to subscribe, hit the whatever button. And I swear to God, it took me like 5 minutes to remember it was the subscribe button. So good times when you're tired, but I like to make light of it and kind of joke around with myself and hopefully with you guys too. So, and just to show, right, that nobody is perfect and we're trying to keep it organic over here. All right, so we will do a new sound bell in just a few minutes, but let's go ahead and keep shuffling and we'll note the time. We're at what, 27, 28 minutes. All right. So also too, for the new people, if you see me periodically like touching my phone or something, I'm actually turning the music up and down because my dogs are in the background here and they're chihuahuas, you know what I mean? And they like to bark. So I'm not, playing with my phone where I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. It's more of just kind of like need a little background noise because if it's too quiet, they just don't know what to do with themselves, I guess. All right, anyway, let's throw these guys in here. We're doing a little, of course, charging of the crystals. Got some incense going here. But yeah, we're going to tune in. We're going to tune in, check out what's going on for Pisces. Okay. Ta-da. And what was I going to say? I can't remember now, but we'll get into it. Yeah, let's do that for a minute. Put some healing crystals up in here just for a moment. I'm going to get some water. Here we go. Okay. All right. I don't know what that noise was, but okay. So, Pisces, let's do it. Also get some nice incense up in the cornerstone. Yeah, let's definitely do that, actually. Let's do that. All right. Okay. Well, let's do the samba now. Yeah, because I feel like it helps release the energy of the previous reading and turn in more to the new reading for Pisces, right? So if you're just tuning in when I put in the timestamps later, right, this is a general reading for Pisces for August 28th through September 28th. It is a timeless reading and it can cover anything like love, work, friends, family, health, money, etc. All right, and everyone's welcome, whether you're sun sign, rising sign, moon sign, or you have your Pisces somewhere and you're not sure exactly, or you're just here checking it out. So whatever, everybody's welcome. All right, so let's go ahead and just tune in here and kind of get into the energy of Pisces. I think that's pretty good. Okay, Pisces. I've got to change this background music. I'm not sure what is on, but I'm not feeling it. Give me 1 second. It's like too jazzy or something. All right, Pisces. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see what we have for you here, dear Pisces. Spirits guide my hands. Messages for water sign Pisces. Twin fish. What do they need to see? What do they need to know? Messages for water sign Pisces. The twin fish for August 28th through September 28th Pisces. Spirits guide my hands. Messages for Pisces. What do they need to see? What do they need to know for the highest vibration? Spirits guide my hands. Messages for Pisces. 4 cards, please. Messages for Pisces. What do they need to see? What do they need to know? August 28th through September 28th. August 28th through September 28th. August 28th through September 28th. Pisces. Water sign Pisces. The twin fish. What do they need to see? What do they need to know? Pisces. 2 more cards, please. Spirits, messages for Pisces. Water sign Pisces. August 28th through September 28th. Pisces. Pisces. All right, one more. Spirits guide my hands. Messages for water sign Pisces. For the highest vibration. All right. Ready? 4. Okay. So let's figure out here real quickly the way the spirit wants these. Make sure they want the reversals that are showing up here, and then we'll go from there. Okay. So just give me a moment here. Spirits, want the King of Swords in reverse position. No? Okay, so they don't want that one reverse. They want it right side up. So, okay. Spirits, the King of Cups in Okay, so we got the 4 cards, right? But before we put this away, we're going to take what's on the top and the bottom. All right, because that's going to give us even more insight. So we'll just leave that there for a moment, and I'll confirm with Spirit. how they want those cards and kind of where they want it. I have a feeling where they want it, but I always have to confirm, right? Because I could be wrong. Okay. So we've seen petition card. Okay. That's for you. The 6 of Swords in the first position is what's in the bottom. Some sexual card. Okay. So they said they want that with that card there, so we'll leave that. And I'll kind of fold this up just for a moment so I don't mess up the cards. And sometimes it's a little easier to shuffle. So we'll move on to the second deck here and just get one card from this one. This is another tarot deck. Okay, spirits, guidance, messages for water sign Pisces. What does Pisces need to see? What does Pisces need to know? Okay. Spirits guide my hands. Spirits guide my hands. Messages for water sign Pisces, the twin fish. For August 28th through September 28th, Pisces. Spirits guide my hands. Messages for water sign Pisces. For August 28th through September 28th. What do they need to see? What do they need to know? Messages, one card, please, Spirit. Messages. Okay, they want that one. Spirits, do you want the card? Oh, they want to be tricky. Hold on. Spirits, please give me a clear, definitive yes or no answer. Do you want the Five of Cups in reverse position as the one and only tarot confirmation card for this Pisces reading? All right, so they want it. We just have to confirm because sometimes they're like, yes, no, like focus. Okay. So then we do the same thing, right? We're going to take the top of the deck and the bottom. All right. Throw this over here. We don't care right now. And then we'll do real quickly your oracle card and get into it. Just put this right here. All right. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for water sign Pisces. What does Pisces need to see? What does Pisces need to know for their highest vibration? Messages for Pisces for August 28th or September 28th. Okay, that one really wanted to come out. Let me make sure they want it. All right, seriously, the Age of Light, Oracle deck. I mean, the Age of Light, Oracle card. No, you don't want that one? All right, let's try again. Spirits guide my hands. Messages for Pisces, water sign Pisces, for August 28th through September 28th. What do they need to see? What do they need to know? Okay. So you want this transformation for this Pisces. Okay, so they want that one. We will take it. Yeah. Alrighty. Let's see where they want these guys and get into it. Just move everything over. So we've got some space here. I usually like to keep it like that, but let's see. Looks weird. Okay, because I need to take a quick photo before I forget. And where do you want these two spirits? Okay, so they want it with the second card here, the second week. So I'll just move everything down to see if we can fit it like that. We can do it. Yes, we can. All right. Sorry, guys, real quickly. Ta-da. Okay, let's take our photo. Here we go. Make sure it's focused. Yeah. All right, we're good. Cool. Okay, so let me just kind of organize this for a second. I don't know why it's bothering me, but it is. Okay. A little more organization. We got it. So Pisces, we got your cards here. And let's see what Spirit wants. Okay. So we are good. Let's see where we're at. I will put a timestamp later for people for before the shuffling or after the shuffling if they don't want to see. So yeah, we're like at 40 minutes. Okay. All right. So Pisces, let's see what we got here for you. Again, we're talking about this 4.5 to 5 week time period. So the first 4 cards, each card can represent about a week's time or so. Okay. So the first card can be energy from around basically last week from when I'm filming this day on September 7th, right? So August 27th through September 3rd is the first card. The second card is where we're at now for some, right? It'll be different for everybody. It can be a little bit before, a little bit after. But September 4th through September 13th. And then the third card is September 14th through the 22nd. And the fourth card is from September 23rd to September 28th. All right. So let's go ahead and call out your cards here, dear Pisces. All right, so we have the Eight of Staves in the reverse position, also known as Eight of Wands in the reverse position. We have the King of Swords in the right side up position, the King of Cups in the right side up position, and the High Priestess in the right side up position. So you showed up a little bit here in your own reading, Pisces. It's not one of your official cards, right? But it's definitely some Pisces energy there too. So you could take that as a little bit of a good omen if you would like. All right. So yeah, let's see. Besides Pisces, we also have a little bit of Scorpio energy here for you, Pisces, as far as the major arcanas. But yeah, I pretty much see a little bit of Libra, Pisces, and Scorpio. You don't have that many major arcanas. So that's pretty much what we have for the major arcanas. So what does that mean? It could mean nothing to you at all, or it could be that you're dealing with another Pisces, or you're dealing with a Libra, or you're dealing with a Scorpio, or you have a lot of those in your chart and the other person does, or multiple people, or the last thing it possibly could be is a time frame. So the Pisces season coming up. It could be talking about Pisces season from last year or even further back than that. It could be talking about Libra season, and it could be talking about Scorpio season coming up or Scorpio season from last year, right? So I just want to put it out there in the beginning before I forget for some people who are into that. All right, so we start off here, Pisces, with that first week, right? And so if we're talking about Mercury retrograde and we're talking about pre-shadow, I feel like for some of you guys, this could have been some pre-shadow energy from last week here for you. So we officially start Mercury retrograde on September 9th, 2 days from now. Okay, so the reason I say that is because your first card is a card that normally would be about fast communication, something coming in shocking or surprising, catching someone off guard. But this time, the Eight of Wands or Eight of Staves is in the reverse position. So it's more slowed down, and it's like possibly a communication was misunderstood, right? Which during I can't even talk. Mercury retrograde would totally make sense. But it also could be for some people that maybe a message didn't come through at all, or for like a small few, maybe it wasn't well received. It could be a message that you were going to give to someone or someone was going to give to you, or it already happened, but it just didn't land possibly the way that you wanted it to, the other person, general environment situation. It could also be that, yeah, it's just a little bit of energetic blockage or stifling energy. So we'll kind of like tune in real quickly here to maybe possibly why this card came out this way, but it's not a big deal, right? Okay, Pisces, like side note, hello, this is the rest of your reading all over here is like really good and juicy and yummy and good stuff. So don't freak out too much about this that we're talking about here. But we all have to get through it. We all have energetic blockages from time to time, right? So let's kind of dig in here and see what we got. So when we're talking about these two cards on the bottom row here, this is energy from the past, the recent past, whatever that means for you. Could be a couple of days ago, could be a couple of hours, weeks, months, years, right? But these two cards are the sponsor cards that made it possible for that Eight of Wands or Eight of Staves to show up in the reverse position here. And again, we're talking about last week around August 27th through September 3rd. Okay, so maybe the reason why this communication didn't come through or wasn't well received or was just really slowed down and didn't land the way that somebody wanted to could be because we have the Libra energy with the Judgment card. Maybe something in the past was brought to a final decision or was putting you or the other person or general environment situation in this energy of like, do I want to revisit something? Do I want to revisit this thing, revise it? Do I want to completely put it to rest, right? Do I want to let it die? When we talk about the Judgment card, we're talking about the stereotypical, not disrespecting this. This is someone's viewpoint, right, from the Bible, right, of someone saying, if you lived a good life, then you'll be risen up out of your grave to live in the afterlife and to live in heaven, right? So that's that final judgment that we're talking about here, okay? So it puts a more heavier energy. And if there was some type of judgment in the past here, Pisces, if it didn't go in the person's favor the way that they wanted, there's a little bit of this self-sabotaging energy or even self-destructive energy with a woman punching the mirror, right? Punching her own image, okay? But it looked like and we don't know, right? When the Judgment card comes up, we don't know if it was a good judgment or a bad judgment. It's just saying, it's asking the card, the energy is asking you or the other person, do you want to keep working on this or do you want to put it to rest, right? Are you going to be okay with this final judgment, whatever it may be? So this we see as a catalyst card because then we have a really great reversal here for you, Pisces, right? We got the Six of Swords in reverse. That means that because of this judgment in the past, that harsh, kind of more serious, stern energy, okay, then we have the Six of Swords in reverse. So here he is, just to show you right side up, this Japanese guy is meditating, like, how do I let go of the anxiety, worry, overthinking? How do I couple that with my intuition and my knowledge and my emotions in the water? So then it was flipped, right? So that means that in the past, someone did that work, okay? They were taking that Judgment card as a catalyst to let go of that anxiety, worry, overthinking, and again, have more of a cohesive, together balance of working with the emotions, the heart chakra, and the logical mind, the 3D world. Okay. So these things made it possible for, again, all this really good stuff to come in. All right. So moving forward, Pisces, and it got super, excuse me, quiet. Excuse me, make sure we got a little bit of music. Okay, so look at it just like this, Pisces. You go from here, the past energy, to the future energy. Bam, right? You go from this little guy to now the King of Swords. So now, Pisces, believe it or not, for some of you guys, this second week, the week we're in now, where Mercury retrograde officially goes direct, starts, right? We have the King of Swords. So mental clarity, feeling in your power, mastering the emotions, again, with the logical mind. So this is beautiful, right? So again, if you had a little bit of a little energetic blockage, slowing down of energy, not understanding, something not landing the way you wanted them, the way that you wanted them to, that's weird. I didn't mean to say it like that, but that's kind of how it came out. Or the way yeah, just the way that this communication was like stopped or was misunderstood, kind of made someone go inwards and revisit those things that Mercury retrograde is all about, right? Real quickly, and let's talk about it. It is the Mercury retrograde. We also have, 5 planets total in retrograde. Not all retrogrades are bad, right? So it means to revisit something, and release something, heal something that wasn't physically, not only physically, of course, hopefully not physically, but wasn't fully healed in the past. Okay. So, again, that's not always a bad thing. It can be tricky when we're dealing with other people, of course, and especially if you are an empath. And that's why it's really important, even more so, to ground yourself during Mercury retrograde, because it's just a lot going on, right? So ground yourself means getting back into your body, however you do that, to kind of release other people's emotions and the collective emotions of what's going on in the world right now, right? So that's always important too. So, right, taking a walk, talking to your best friend on the phone, meditating for 10 minutes, taking a bath, whatever it is, okay? So let's keep going though in your reading, because some of you are like, I already got this, I already know. So that's cool too. So, yeah, so we're going to talk about real quickly these energies from the past that Spirit wanted me to talk about along with this card. And they're both, well, one of them's kind of an energetic blockage, but the other one's pretty nice. Okay. But again, they made it possible for this kind of King of Swords in the right side up position in the week we're in now to have that beautiful energy. Okay. So we got the Princess of Cups in their right side up position, which is on the top of your deck, and a little bit of the energetic blockage from the past with the Seven of Swords in the right side up position. So that means here, Pisces, that in the past, in some way, there was kind of, like two energies conflicting with each other, two people, whatever it is, where on one side, somebody was open to learning new things, wanting to do something a little bit less conventional in a certain aspect in regard to even their own emotions or someone else's emotions. But then there was a lot of anxiety, worry, overthinking, and just straight up like not getting the right help that they needed. That's what the Seven of Swords is about. This old guy is like, how do I carry all of these heavy swords when I can barely manage one, right? But to work through that in the past, again, made it possible for this card to come out in the future, current, present energies. The King of Swords, who's like, I rule all of these swords. I take this anxiety, this worry, this overthinking, and I mix it with my intuition and I balance it more and I use it in a productive, manageable way. Okay, so very nice. Let's keep going here, Pisces. You've got two kings here, though, back to back. Oh, wait, it was that way. Still have two kings back to back. They're over here, not down here. So let's talk about it. We're now moving into your third week, right? So that can be from around September 14th through the September 22nd. So you go from the King of Swords to the King of Cups. That's really powerful. Okay. Again, Pisces, whether this reading is about you yourself, the other person, multiple people, general environment situation, this is like double power, double someone in their power, right? Not only being in a position of authority where you delegate tasks to others and you're in a role at work or in a relationship where you're the one kind of making decisions, but also can be for some more so just in your confidence, just in the frequency, your vibration, like, okay, you know what? I am master of my thoughts, but I'm also master of my emotions. Okay. That's beautiful, right? Again, in both of these kings, if we think about, side note, it goes with the reading now. If we think about people who are politicians or presidents, right? They have so many people behind them that help write their speeches, that help write the laws, this and that. But also they have their romantic partner or whatever, their official partner, right? Even if they're not no longer romantic with them, right? But so all these people are supporting this person, and that's the throne behind him, if you can see over here, right? That's his support system, his friends, his family, his romantic partner, his guru, his mental care health worker, whatever. Everybody has got these kings back. You could say the same thing of a queen, right? Somebody in a position of high authority, where they're a ruler, where they have to have responsibility to others and make big decisions. Okay. So even though this is, really good energy as far as, I lost my train of thought. Even though this is really good energy as far as, um, you know, having that respect and authority, there is still also a lot of responsibility. And even if we're talking about, again, not necessarily in a position of authority, but a vibration and a confidence, like it has to be authentic, right? So even if you are not a CEO of a company, okay, you still have a responsibility and leadership qualities where you can lead through example, through your energy, and through your vibration. All right, let's keep going, Pisces. That's enough of the TED Talk, okay? So, Pisces, here you are, not your official tarot card, but you show up here some in your fourth card, and we're talking about that fourth week, which could be around September 23rd through September 28th or so. The High Priestess. Look at her, okay? So, you got two kings back to back, Pisces. And then you have the freaking High Priestess. Okay, sorry, hold on. Let me see if I can do it like this. Like, I can't hold the cards. There we go. Okay, I just snorted. Yeah, it's good times. Okay, so the High Priestess is here, and she's also like the master of emotions, right? She's the knowledge of self. The High Priestess holds the secret scrolls, okay? So until you know yourself, you can't know anyone else. Occult knowledge, right? Mastery of light and dark, positive and negative in life, okay? Phases of the moon on top of her crown chakra, okay? So this is really powerful here. So it could be here, Pisces, since you're already normally very intuitive and watery, right? It could be towards the end of September, you're even more, let's say intuitive and in your element. And we do have this month, right? Even though it's Virgo season, we have your full moon in Pisces. Okay. So the full moon is actually the week we're in now, right? So going back to that second card, and that's really where the energy starts peaking, going up, 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 right? Because we started off your reading here, Pisces, with a little bit of something not making sense, not coming through, not landing correctly. And then in the second week, where we have that full moon in Pisces on September 10th, I think it is, then the energy goes up, 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 up. Okay. So we already know for most people that full moons can be more intense, right? And whatever energy is frequent, I'm trying to say it correctly, whatever energy is, already at its highest peak is combination, more intense, right? So since it is a full moon in Pisces, you could be feeling more again in your element. Sorry, Hermes hush. Okay. So that's really beautiful. So let's get to your last tarot card here real quickly, and then of course finish up with your oracle card, Pisces. So this card, this big one right over here, is going to be confirming all four cards we just talked about, all 4.5, 5 week time period. So from August 28th through September 28th, right? What do we have? The Five of Cups in the reverse position. And this card, Pisces, beautiful as it is, beautiful reversal, it is both past and future energy. So it's totally up to you. But I would strive for this, okay? And it looks like the path that you're going on here, excuse me, that can definitely be possible. So the Five of Cups in reverse is all about getting more balance, right? Not just looking at the negative things in life, the things that have gone wrong, the negative emotions that nobody likes to feel, right? But saying, okay, there are still people that want to help me. There are still better circumstances. There is still an easier path to take, right? So this guy here wants to get to the other side of the river, but instead of just, going the longer way around, which is a little bit more painful, but staying on dry land, he's going to walk in the water and almost kill himself. Well, that's retarded, right? Or not retarded. I shouldn't say that word anymore. That's messed up. And that's not the smartest, okay? But it's in reverse. And so that's how you want this card. So now this energy can be here for you, Pisces, where you're taking the longer road, which is a little bit harder, but it's safer for you. And it's more healing and fulfilling and challenging and passionate and creative and all that good stuff, okay? So that's kind of the path that you're on here. So I think that's beautiful. So let's get to your little oracle card here to Pisces. So if you watch me shuffle the first one, they were like, not that one. So I had to do a little reshuffle. So the one that came out here for you, Pisces, is really beautiful. I believe another sign got this one during this time period, but I can't remember who it was. It might have been Virgo. But anyway, the card that you got, your Rebecca Campbell little message for this time period and even beyond is transformation. And we see this beautiful Egyptian woman here. Looks very like Libra energy, Empress energy. And it says things are changing at a cellular level. And it says deep healing. So put it together with the other healing card, your energy, and some of Scorpios, the High Priestess. So you guys can see that. Shh. Really, guys, right at the end of my reading, get your ass over here. No. Come here, baby. Sorry, guys. Shh. We're almost done. Okay. So, deep cellular healing, right, Pisces? So hopefully my dogs are also going to get the deep cellular healing of just letting things flow. You don't have to bark at everything. All right, Pisces, that is your reading for this time period. Hopefully you got something from it. I really do appreciate your energy. I appreciate everybody's likes and shares and subscriptions, which are all great free ways to support the channel if you feel guided. So yeah, I'm gonna probably definitely come back tomorrow, picking up with Aries, Taurus. I still have Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, and Leo to get through. So yeah, we're gonna start with those tomorrow, and I hope everyone has a beautiful day or night wherever you are. Cleo says have a good one, and we'll see you later. All right, guys. Bye.